Hey everyone, we are starting on practice sheet 27. So we're going to start with number 1, which we have talked about. It is one of those 100%. It will be something asked on STAR. So I want to make sure everyone here has a method for solving it. Number 1 says, Katie wants to buy a necklace that regularly costs $120, but it is on sale for $102. What is the percent discount of the necklace? So we have a percent problem, okay, but no percent. So we cannot change the percent to a decimal and multiply as our first step. We can't do that. So we use our backup method, is over of equals percent over 100. Now, our job, of course, is to find the is in the of, and then we will find the percent. Okay, we also know the 100. So remember, of is TWO, total, full, original. Okay, the original cost, regular price, is $120. Now you don't put 102 on top. You subtract, and let me guarantee, if you put 102 on top, that is going to be an answer choice. Okay, so whatever you get when you subtract, that is your is. Okay, that is your is. Of, again, is 120. That is your total, whole, original. Okay, then you need to cross multiply. Okay, number 2. The box plot shows the data for the number of books owned in a household for a 7th grade class. There are 2 questions, each one you get half of the credit for. So, since this is our first time going through this, we have our median. Median is the number in the middle. So, even though it's not directly in the middle of this, it means this line that's in the box. So whatever number that is, you're going to put it right here. Then we have the interquartile range. Interquartile range, also known as IQR, is the range from the 2 ends of the box. Okay? IQR. So when I look at this one, it's between 20 and 22. That's 21. And between these two, between 14 and 16, we get 15. So IQR is you are subtracting 21 minus 15. Whatever you get, that is your interquartile range. The 2 ends of the box. Okay? Remember we have Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. You subtract Q1 and Q3. Okay, number 3. Hopefully you know when you see number 3, you know we need a formula chart. So our job is to find the area of the shaded region. So in case you're having a hard time seeing this, I can see it fine, but in case you're having trouble, this is shaded, this is shaded, this is shaded, okay? So hopefully you know you have 2 shapes. You have a triangle and you have a circle. Okay? We have our circle right here, and that has a radius of 5. Okay? And then we have our triangle with a base and a height. So your job is to go to your formula chart, write your formula for a triangle, A equals half BH. Put those parentheses, right? And then we do the same thing for area of a circle, pi r squared. When I see this, I want to see you put the formula, substitute those numbers in with parentheses, and then solve. That is what I want to see. Now, once you have those 2, hopefully you know, since this is a missing piece, when you have a missing piece, you are going to subtract. Okay? So you're going to subtract triangle, take away the circle, okay? Number 4. Hopefully we can tell this is an arrow problem, or we can box it. Remember, if I have minus and negative, pretty much all of you know that I put a 33. Now, I'm sorry, I think I said you put a 33. You know that I put a positive, right? Or a plus. Now you should be able to see difference subtract. So you're subtracting these two. And I can tell it's more to the right. Okay. This one will be fixed. Okay, I got that fixed. Okay. Number 5. We've been doing these for the last few weeks. Let's please make sure we can get this right. I probably will not put this on the next practice sheet. Allison took out a car loan for $8,200 that charged 5% simple interest. That's your key word. It will not be highlighted on a test. You have to be able to pick up on that. She paid the loan off in full at the end of 5 years. But the question says, even though this says in full, the question says how much interest will she have to pay when she pays off the loan? Just the interest, okay? So when it says simple interest, we go to our formula chart. Simple interest, I equals PRT, I party, okay? And remember, principal, rate, we need to make that a decimal. And then time, okay? So when it says how much interest, put those numbers. Do not forget to change that percent to a decimal, and then you're going to multiply. And that's your answer, okay? That will be your interest, okay? Okay. Number 6, solve and graph the inequality. So on number 6, I'm not going to solve this for you. You're going to do it alone. But what I will tell you is I can tell right here I'm going to be dividing by a negative. That means I flip the symbol. Do that first, okay? The X is on the correct side. I also need you to graph it. Make sure you have the right dot for that, okay? Okay, number 8 says, Daniela is a baker. Sorry, I saw a big old typer in there. Daniela is a baker. She averages baking 100 cupcakes every 20 minutes. Okay? What is the constant of proportionality that relates the number of cupcakes baked Y to the number of minutes X? Again, guys, this is 2 parts. Okay? You should be pulling this out of the problem. Constant of proportionality, okay? It will be on your formula chart. Constant of proportionality is K equals Y over X, okay? Then we are going to put our numbers in, okay? Relates the number of cupcakes baked Y. Well, she's baking 100 cupcakes. That would go on top. To the number of minutes. The number of minutes is 20. Don't make this difficult. Your job is to divide that. It would be divide or simplify. This will divide just fine. Whatever you get is K. That goes right here. Now, it says write the equation. Well, if it is constant of proportionality, that means I'm using Y equals KX. So whatever you get for K, you're going to erase that and put that number. So it'll be Y equals and then a number and then X. Okay. Number 9, the local animal shelter takes in cats and dogs that will be available for adoption. The ratio of cats to dogs is 3 to 5. If there are 27 cats in the shelter, how many total animals are in the shelter? Okay. We need this total. Okay. If I were you, the way I would do this, it's giving me a ratio. I would write that ratio, which is 3 to 5. That's what I would do. What do I know about 3? Well, that's cats to dogs. Cats to dogs. Cats to dogs. Okay. What I know is that there are 27 cats. Cats, cats, cats. Okay. And my job is to find D, the number of dogs. Why do I need dogs? Because I need the total. So at the end, I need to add cats plus dogs. So this is 2-step. First find the dogs, then you can find the total. Okay. Number 10. Solve and write your answer as a mixed number in simplest form. So we've not been doing a lot of fractions lately, so we need to practice again. When we add fractions, you never add denominators. You don't add denominators, you don't subtract denominators, you get an LCD. Least common denominator. Now, I know what this is, and some of you might know what this is without me doing this, and that is okay. If you can figure out the least common denominator without doing this, be my guest. And I list the multiples. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And I look for the one that is in common. The one that is in common is 15. Okay? Now, there's different ways of doing this. I'm going to write it vertically. I don't always do that, but that's what I'm going to do this time. Okay? I'm going to put that 15 on bottom of both fractions. I'm also going to go in and put the whole number. Okay? Your job is to make equivalent fractions. For instance, 5 times what gives me 15? Well, that would be 5 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Then we do the same thing on this one. 3 times what is 15? Then I'm going to multiply the top by the same number. Okay? Then I will go to add. I will get a 15 on bottom. I'm going to go and put the 6 on top. You're going to add those two. It's going to be improper, so you will have to divide the fraction to make it mixed. You don't have to write this. You have to do it. Okay? So whatever you get on top, it's going to be a big number. The 15 will go outside. Okay? What is a one-word definition for direct variation? Go check the word wall. Go check the word wall. Okay? 5 points bonus for that easy question.